There are 3 guarantees in life. 1, death. 2, taxes. And 3, Chelsea beating Tottenham. And the third one happened again today. We were just too good for them. The quality of our side just shone through. After a dismal performance away at Brighton, our players just didn't fancy it midweek. Didn't fancy a cold night in Brighton down by the coast. Just didn't show up. But today was a different story. And like I said, it would be. Players show up when they feel like it. And today they felt like showing up, turning up and putting in a performance. 2-0. Some great goals. Hakim Ziyech, wonder goal. A first-class header from Thiago Silva seals the deal. Chelsea dominated this game. But like I said, like the title says, Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. And it happened again today. We were just too good for them. From front to back, a great performance. The lineup. Questions asked at the beginning, but everyone proved why they should have been in the side today. Malang Sarr should be our new left back. No questions asked. No more Marcos Alonso. Goodbye, sayonara. See you later. Go pack your bags and fuck off back to Madrid, mate. We don't need you. Supposedly, Simeone sees something in you. Alonso. Let's go. See you later, mate. Malang Sarr. Just keep him in the side for now. Unless we're going to bring someone in the January transfer window, we have to stick with this back 4. Malang Sarr don't offer much going forward, but he does the basics right, and that's 10 times more than Marcos Alonso does for us. Defensively, we were solid today. Another good performance from Kepa in goal. Pulled off a good save from a Harry Kane header. Other than that, Tottenham didn't really bother us. They had nothing up top. I thought we'd struggle going forward, but today we looked a lot sharper, a lot brighter, and we moved the ball quicker going forward, which I liked. The middle of the park, Jorginho actually had a good game, but Tottenham gave him time on the ball, and if you give Jorginho time on the ball, he will kill you. And that's what he did today. Him and Kovacic ran the show from the middle of the park because Tottenham sat off of him. And that was the game. That was the story, really. It gave our front 3 players, or 4, with Mason Mount, Hudson-Odoi, Hakim Ziyech, and Romelu Lukaku, just freedom to roam up top and cause havoc. And that's what they did today. Hudson-Odoi just rinsed and roasted Tanganga and Doherty. I mean, Tottenham were playing 6 at their back. They had 4 centre-backs and 2 wing-backs. But we still found our way through them. Hudson-Odoi was quality down the left today. Gave their wing back or their left back, whoever it was, a torrid time. They couldn't deal with him. Tanganga got rinsed every single time. Had to foul Callum Hudson-Odoi. How Doherty managed to stay on the pitch after the challenge he put on Malang, so I will never know. Red all day long. Didn't even get a booking. They even looked at it at VAR. How is that not a sending off? What, did he have to actually break his leg for it to be looked at? Taken seriously? These referees, the inconsistency is laughable in this league. Every game, though, it's the same thing. The only thing we know is going to be consistent is that they're shit, these referees. It's a joke. So many things. I mean, yes, there is some controversy in Harry Kane's goal. And yes, you can see why it should have been a goal. But Harry Kane was stupid enough to fall for the trick of Thiago Silva. He actually overrun himself, Thiago Silva. If Harry Kane hadn't put his hand in Thiago's back, it's a goal for Tottenham. Soon as he did that, Thiago knew exactly what to do. Fall over, ref gives a free kick. He's fallen for it. You idiot, Kane. Because referees, all day long, they will side with the defenders. Happens all the time. If that was the other way around, it wouldn't have been a penalty. If a defender had put his hand in the back like that against a striker, you know that ain't being given. No way in hell you're getting a penalty for something like that. But the defender gets the benefit of the doubt every time. And rightfully so, in my opinion. Harry Kane fell for it. Stupid enough to do it. Stupid enough not to be a goal. Sorry, mate. And then I felt we should have scored in the first half. Romelu Lukaku for 100 million. You really should be sticking that away. That Mason Mount chance he created for you. How that's going under your leg, I don't know. Bad timing. He's not sharp enough. Hopefully, I'm hoping Romelu can at least get into double figures this season. And then maybe next season kick on and show why he's worth the money we paid for him. I will give him that time. And if he doesn't perform by next season and he's not banging in near 20 goals, then he can go back to Italy. See you later, mate. I thought Hakim Ziyech had a good game today. What a goal. The wonder goal. That left foot is a wand, isn't it? Just produces absolute magic. The magician from Morocco. Just what a goal. I thought it was going over. I thought it might be going wide, but it dipped at the last moment and winning the goal. Deservedly so. What a goal. What a way to open the scoring. And for me, Hakim Ziyech has to be in the team now. I'd like to see him, that front four actually start a couple of games now. Build some consistency, some cohesiveness between the front four. Get to know each other a bit more. Get to know each other's runs, where they're going to be, their movement, their timing. Because that's what we're missing at the moment. They don't know each other. They don't know how to play with each other. And I'd like to see this whole team actually start again. Maybe not against Plymouth. Maybe we play our reserves. We play the young lads, whoever can't get in the side against Plymouth in the Cup. Whoever we've got next in the league, I'd like to see this team be the starting lineup again. I mean, the back four picks itself at the moment through injuries. I wouldn't like to see us go back to a back three against teams we should really be beating. If it is Burnley, and I think it might be, then we should be beating them. So I don't see why we need to play a back three. We haven't got wing backs. Unless we're going to buy someone, I don't want to see Marcus Alonso back in the side. Malang Sarr can't play wing back, nor can Azpilicueta. We have to wait till Reece James is at least fit to get one wing back in. And if Ben Chilwell is our only other option, then we're going to be waiting a long time till we play with wing backs again. So I don't want Marcus Alonso back in his side. He is not good enough. We're playing with a back four, and we're just going to have to stick with it, in my opinion. I mean, it offers us something more going forward. It means we can have one more player up top. And I thought Mason Mount today had a very good game. Yes, his output could have been better, but I thought his work rate was great today. He created some chances that really Romelu should be putting away. And for Romelu today, I thought he had a good game. Overall, yes, he should have scored. But his work rate, his effort was a lot better than Brighton and the game before that, I think, against City. Overall, decent and caused problems for the Tottenham defenders. A couple of times he turned the defender and maybe should have scored at least one of them in the second half. In the first half, definitely should have scored. But overall, he is improving. And once he gets a couple of goals under his belt, I think he's going to get better and better. So let's just give him time. I know he cost a lot of money, but everyone's human, and we're just going to have to hope he can get better. Just want to see the effort there from him. Sometimes it's just not there, and it annoys me when he's not putting in the effort and the work rate. At least he put in a shift today. That's all we can ask for. Put in a shift and we'll be happy. That's what we want as Chelsea fans. We don't want to see people just walking around, being lazy, going down, tying your shoelaces when you should be chasing the ball. Other than that, I thought today we deserved the win. Second goal was a foul for the free kick all day long. I don't know what Dyer's complaining about, and any Tottenham fan can't ever complain. That was a free kick. Great ball in, and Tottenham just can't defend set pieces. It's that simple. We've scored so many against them this season, and I expected us to score from a set piece today, and we did. Thiago Silva, you just see it in him. He's just the eye for goal, the want to score a goal from a set piece is phenomenal. For someone his age, the timing, the run, the power, the leap, the athleticism to get there is amazing. And young defenders need to watch him and learn from him, really. He's just been absolutely outstanding since he's come to the club. One of the best centre-backs in the Premier League, in my opinion, if not the best, other than Antonio Rudiger. I mean, he's just phenomenal, and we just need to get that contract signed. Hopefully, he will sign the deal. Supposedly, his family are happy in London, so that's a bonus. Let's just hope they can get that deal signed. We've got Thiago for another year. These two have just been the best two centre-backs for a long time at Chelsea, since the days of John Terry, Ricardo Carvalho. And they go right up there, in my opinion, with them. And with the likes of Marcel Desailly. Great centre-backs, the pair of them, and we need to do everything we can to keep them at the club for another season. Overall, Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. We should have won this game. Let's just kick on now and get some wins under our belt. We've closed the gap a little bit because City drew the other day. A great result for Southampton. So thank you, Southampton. That's all we can hope for is our team's doing us favours now because it's out of our hands, really. All we can hope for is we just keep winning our games and close the gap on City. I can't see us winning the league at all. It's over. But we can make it respectable and try and not let them get too far away with it. And we're only a point behind Liverpool. And yes, there are teams breathing down our neck behind us. Yes, Tottenham have still got 4 games in hand. And every other team, we've played more games than everybody else in the league. So everyone's got games in hand on us. But we can only hope and pray that they slip up as well and drop points. And I can see it happening. I can see us getting at least top 4 this season. But that's not what I'm interested in. I'm interested in silverware, winning things. We're in the cup final already. Let's go win the World Club Cup as well. And let's just get to the summer and rebuild and get Chilwell back and Reece James back and just add to the quality. Get the deadwood out of this club. We know who they are now. You've been found out. I'm sorry. You turn up when you feel like it. But we don't want that anymore. We want consistency at this club. We want We want to win the Premier League. So we need players who are going to consistently turn up. A result against Tottenham, yes, it's nice, but we batter Tottenham every season. We've lost once to them in 38 times at Stamford Bridge, so this is nothing new. We always turn up against Tottenham. So it's turning up to the likes of Brighton, Burnley's, Norwich's, those sort of teams, week in, week out, putting in a performance away midweek when it's cold and you don't feel like turning up. You've got to turn up and put in a shift. That's the problem with this team. Not big games on a Sunday night against your big rivals. When the atmosphere at Stamford Bridge is electric like it was in this game, it's easy to turn up. But when it's away, a cold night, that's when the real men are separated from the boys, in my opinion. So we want to see more of that, in my opinion. Let's just run through the player ratings and then we are out of here. Let's go with Kepa. Made a good save from Harry Kane with the header. Overall, another good game for Kepa. Clean sheet. That's nice to see. He's done well in Mendy's absence. And it's good to know that we've got a good backup goalkeeper and Kepa's confidence is coming back. And it's good to know that these two could be battling it out for first team spot as the first team goalkeeper, the first choice. Kepa's done nothing wrong. The only thing maybe was the goal against City. Other than that, in my opinion, he's been a really good goalkeeper since Mendy's gone to the AFCON. But yeah, Mendy's still our number one, but Kepa's pushing him all the way. Another good performance today. Good save from Kane. I'd give him a 8 out of 10. Azpilicueta at right back still gets exposed sometimes. When he goes forward, he finds it hard to get back. His pace lets him down. And at times today he was exposed. But overall, he does a good job at right back. I don't know how much longer he's going to be at the club. Been a great servant, like I said, though. But like I said in the Brighton review, yeah, he's been a good servant, but he's had better days at Chelsea and maybe his days are numbered and it's time for him to pack his bags at the end of the season and find pastures new. Overall today, good game from the captain. I'd give him a 7 out of 10. And Antonio Rudiger, we just got to sign that contract, man. He's just got to sign on the dotted line and that's the bottom line. Overall, great performance again today. He is our captain, but without the armband, in my opinion. 9 out of 10. He was fantastic. Just marshalled Harry Kane out of the game. Antonio, I don't know, really go. Thiago Silva, just phenomenal for a guy his age to put in performances that he's putting in consistently, on a regular basis. Is just phenomenal. In this league, hasn't struggled at all with the pace and everything that they said he would in this league. He's just dealt with everything and been phenomenal. So happy he signed a contract for another year. But today, just great performance again at the back. Just keeps you calm, reassured that you've got someone back there that's not going to panic like Christensen does and Zuma did last season. He's just great to have as a centre back. Just keeps you reassured. You know that he's there. Great goal again today. 10 out of 10. Couldn't fault him at all. Malang Sarr, one of his best games for Chelsea, and he's having good game after game, and I can't see why he's not being picked. Why this back four? Should be our starting defence, in my opinion, from now on until players get fit. That is our back four, or we buy someone in that's better. If we don't, and I can't see us doing it in the January transfer window, I can't see us bringing anybody. And if we do, I'll be very surprised. I'm very happy, but very surprised. But I don't want Marcos Alonso in this team. He can't do the basics right. Malang Sarr can do the basics right, and he did it today. So for that, I'd give him an 8 out of 10. The midfield, Jorginho today, Tottenham sat off of him. And when you sit off of Jorginho, like England learned in the Euros, if you sit off of Jorginho, he will punish you. He will kill you off. He will put you in a spliff. And Tottenham came in a pre-rolled spliff like they usually do to the bridge. I mean, they just rolled over themselves. Weren't interested, just sat off Jorginho and let him dominate the game with his partner in crime, Kovacic, next to him. And those two just ran the show. Jorginho, 9 out of 10. Kovacic, 8 out of 10 today. Maybe Kovacic's passing going forward could have been better, especially towards the end of the game in the second half when Kante came on as well for Jorginho. Passing the ball forward seemed like an impossible task at times. But overall, I thought it was a good performance from the midfield. Dominated. Tottenham's midfield are very slow, very basic and easy to get round. They don't press. They don't get in your face. So they just gave Jorginho all the time he wanted. And it was easy for him. Our front four today were fantastic. Can't remember the last time I've said that. But today they had a really good game. Everyone up top had a good game. Okay, Lukaku and Mason Mount didn't register a goal, nor did Callum Hudson-Odoi, but he got an assist. Hakim Ziyech was fantastic. Let's start with him, shall we? The Moroccan magician just stepped up, and what a goal. Fantastic performance. All round, his defensive work rate today was phenomenal, and for me, he deserves to be having a starting spot. He deserves to be one of the first names on the team sheet. He's scoring goals, he's creating chances. And if he's not in the team the next time we're out in the Premier League, I want to know why. Because he deserves to be in the team. Yeah, the Brighton game, he was poor. But today, he scored a goal against Brighton at least. And today he scored an absolute screamer. One of the best goals I've seen for a long time at Stamford Bridge. That was just phenomenal. And yeah, he deserves to be in the team today for his work rate today. So keep him in the side. Let's hope he can kick on from here. I think he seems better in a 4 with the formation with a 4-3-3 than a 4-2-3-1, whatever we were playing today. He seemed better in that formation than 3 at the back and him playing like a roaming 10. It just doesn't suit him, I don't think. I think he prefers being out wider where he can come in. But today, Hakim Ziyech, 10 out of 10. What a performance from the lad. Keep him in the side. Mason Mount, you're always going to give him 10 out of 10 for his work rate. And today he was phenomenal. Winning the ball back high up the pitch, creating chances for Lukaku in the first half. Went a bit quiet in the second half. But overall, Mason Mount had a good game today. It's the stuff you don't see Mason Mount do that off the ball, that is phenomenal for me. And I thought he had a good game. So I'd give him 8 out of 10. Callum Hudson-Odoi had Tanganga on toast. I'd like to see him run at defenders more. Sometimes he cuts back inside and goes for the easier pass. I'd like him to take a risk at times, have a bit of confidence in himself. He's growing in confidence. I'd like to see him have a bit more. And like he said in his after-match interview, just register more goals and assists, really. His end product for me hasn't been good enough this season, but today he had a good game and helped create the Hakim Ziyech goal. I mean, you've got to give all the credit in the world to Hakim Ziyech, really, but the work ethic from Hudson-Odoi and the way he created that goal for Hakim Ziyech has to be noted as well. Overall today, I thought he was good. I'd give him an 8 out of 10. He just needs to keep these performances consistent. I think he's another one who maybe benefits from playing in this formation. There's a lot of arguments for this formation, in my opinion, at the moment. It's better for our front players. Maybe the three at the back is better for our defenders like Azpilicueta's and Thiago Silva's, but 4 up top is better than 3 for many of our attackers, like Hudson-Odoi, like Hakim Ziyech, like Mason Mount. So it's which one are we going to choose, really? Do we want to score more goals? Well, we didn't concede any today. So in my opinion, at the moment, this formation is working for us, and I think we stick with it for a little while until we can get our wing-backs back fully fit, and then maybe we can use that again. But at the moment, we haven't got the players there. So for me, this is the formation we have to stick with. Up top, Romelu Lukaku. People are going to complain that he didn't score a game today. He's a £100 million striker and he should be registering a lot more goals. Yes, he should have scored today. But overall, his movement, his work rate, his effort to get in those positions to try and score goals was fantastic. He's just missing that last little bit, which is putting the ball in the back of the net, which he's really struggling with at the moment. He's finding his sharpness after a difficult spell for him. I do believe that we're not going to see him score many more than double figures this season. He'll just get into double figures, I believe. And then I'm hoping next season he can really kick on and get used to the players that he's playing with and his surroundings, and maybe even hit the 20 mark. I believe that's what he should be aiming for next season, is hitting into the 20s next season at least. Bare minimum for next season. Aiming to get the golden boot even. But overall, today, Lukaku, he should have scored. So I've got to give him, he's a striker. You've got to be putting that ball in the back of it, especially the one in the first half. Should have scored at least one today. And he had a few chances today. Created one for himself, which he did really well with. Linked up with the other players really well. I've got to say that he did do well at holding the ball up and bringing others into play today. And that is a big part of his game that at times he has been shocking at with his touch and his passing. It's just been dreadful. It's like people were telling me that he'd grown as a player, he'd got better as a player than the one we saw at Man United all those years ago, which his touch was just horrendous. But overall today, I felt he played well. Just like I said, the one thing missing was him putting that ball in the back of the net. So overall, I'd give Romelu Lukaku an 8 out of 10. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm happy with the result. Let's just hope we can kick on and get a few more in the bag till the end of the season. Just close the gap on City and win a couple of cups. Thanks for watching. Like it says down there, subscribe if you hate Tottenham. Big up every Chelsea fan out there that's followed us on all our socials. We always follow Chelsea fans back if we can. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button down below, and I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Peace. Up the Chelsea.